I often find pots at the thrift store, but more often than not, they don't match my home decor. So spray paint can really be a thrifter's best friend. Today, I thought it would be fun to do a little bit of experimenting with some spray paints and pots that I found at the thrift store, with the hopes to inspire you, perhaps save you some money, potentially even save you from making some mistakes. Now, before we get into it, if this is the first time you're seeing my face, my name is Sierra, the Festive Bohemian. My channel is all about plant decor, plant styling, so if that sounds cool to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. A few tips before we get into the painting. A lot of these spray paints are paint and primer in one, so you don't need a primer of any kind. However, it is smart to start with a nice clean pot. If you've got a smooth surface such as glass, it is a good idea to maybe rough up that glass. That way the paint will just adhere a little better. Also, I do recommend sealing all of your pots that you paint, because your pots are going to be wet, right? They've most likely going to have plants in them. It'll just help the paint stay better. I'm using this clear gloss finish. They do have matte and other finish options available. I'm in Florida, so things don't dry outside here. Things stay wet. So for me, a fan is absolutely essential, unless you're able to do this in a garage with some good fans or something. Oh wait, what did I just say that? That's stupid. If you're living in a desert where the air is really dry, maybe you can get away without one, but for me, my paint will not dry out here. Alright guys, safety first. I know you all have one of these laying around, so put your masks on, because we don't want those chemical vapors in our lungs, right? Alright, let's paint. First up, I'm gonna call this guy the green and white pot for obvious reasons. Not sure what his original purpose was, but you can nicely fit a couple small plants in him. So I got this green paint because I just love this color. It has a satin finish, so it has a velvety look to it. At first, I painted the whole thing green, but realized I just didn't like the way it looked with the plants, the green plants and the green. I don't know, I guess I was expecting it to look better. Using painter's tape and a piece of paper, I covered the area I didn't want to paint and repainted the other half of the pot white using this chiffon cream chalk paint. I really like this color and the look of chalk paint. I feel like it just sticks to surfaces really well. This tape thing is also a really great way to cover up boo-boos, because like an idiot, I put the other side of the pot in wet paint, so I positioned the tape so it would cover that up. Next up is this cute Beehive Pot, which I think was really meant to originally hold food, maybe cookies. It's really cute as is, however, it just doesn't match, and I like things to match. I used that same chiffon cream chalk paint to cover the entire pot, minus the inside. I decided to give the pot a little sand job, letting the yellow come through. Now, I don't usually like to seal chalk paint with a gloss coat, but it's what I have, so that's what I'm using. This next one is for the leca lovers out there. I can't be the only one that doesn't like the look of leca in glass, but people like to see roots. Now in this case, obviously you can see the leca, I know, but you can also use painter's tape to create a little window in the back of your container as well. I didn't really do a great job on this one as an example because I forgot to put tape on the inside as well, and I spray painted the inside, so the window is a little obstructed. Be mindful of that. Next time I do this though, I am gonna probably put the tape vertical instead of horizontal because it just makes more sense, right? It's more helpful to see like where the water level is than to see where that just the top of is. I just was very indecisive with this one, but I really just wanted to cover up this blue line. I'm curious to see what this aged copper is gonna look like. I am pretty meticulous about paper wrapping and painter's tape when it comes to glass because obviously you really don't want to get any of the paint on the glass. After everything dries, that's when I remove the paint and the paper. Now, this little booger held tissues in his former life. Now he holds my Monstera Peru. I don't hate the pot, but it sticks out like a sore thumb on my shelf. So he's gonna get a makeover today. First, I did a base coat in that chiffon cream paint. Then I also painted that little stand that it came on in that same aged copper paint I used earlier. I absolutely love adding texture. It's just a super easy, super cute way to make a pot look more expensive. Something about it. I just love the way it looks. I do recommend adding a base layer first if you're going to use the stone textured paint because the stone textured paint is more expensive than the base paint, and the base paint like the chiffon cream chalk paint gets much better coverage. Little Pinky here is far too pink for me. Originally, I wanted to paint him like a terracotta color because he kind of looks like a little terracotta pot. I couldn't find any terracotta spray paint. I'm sure it's out there somewhere, but not where I was looking. Because I'm already on a little stone kick, I thought, I'll try this sienna stone textured paint, which kind of has a terracotta vibe to it. First, I spray painted the entire pot white. Make sure that pink was gone, which I don't feel like was necessary because I ended up completely covering this pot in the sienna stone textured. Last but not least, this is actually my favorite pot of the bunch. I actually did this pot first and I was just testing the paints on it. I kind of wanted to see how they applied, what they looked like. I got this guy at a yard sale for $1. I'm guessing it used to be home to a bonsai of some sort, but it could also be a really good pot for succulents because it's wide and shallow. First, I painted him with a stone textured spray paint. No base, kind of see what it would look like. Then I tried smearing it. I don't know why. Didn't like that, obviously. So I tried spraying it with that sienna stone textured paint. I don't know what happened here, but no big deal. Wasn't digging it anyways. Next, I decided to take the bleached stone textured paint and lightly coated the pot. I actually just love how the colors still show through, but it's just muted, so it blends in with my decor quite nicely. What was your favorite pot? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to check out the description below for products I used in this video and other helpful info. If you enjoyed watching today, please hit that thumbs up. Have a beautiful day, guys.